Test. Can you hear me?
Clear.
I can hear you?
Yeah.
Good.
That's better. Before it was weird.
Did you start it? And welcome in here for our second game of our men's and women's volleyball doubleheader here at Humber, the gym here at Humber College North Campus in Etobicoke, Ontario. Everett Hammer alongside Nick. And Nick, our first game of the doubleheader, we saw the women win by a score of 3-0. And so now for the second half, we have our men's portion of the doubleheader, as it is the men versus, again, the Boreal Vipers. This Boreal team comes in, again, similar to their women's program, Nick. They've been struggling so far this season.
Exactly. Well, the Boreal Vipers, 9 games played, 2 points with a 1-win, 8-loss record. Your Humber Hawks come in 8 games played, 12 points, 6-2 record. They sit tied for 3rd place to your Humber Hawks, as they are tied with Redeemer and Niagara. The powerhouse hitters here for your Humber Hawks is number 15, Nathan Murdoch. 7 matches played, 106 kills. He can hit. That is a guarantee, as the most kills for the Boreal side is number 14, Kyle Chartrand, with 49 kills.
Yeah, you talked about that Murdoch for the Hawks. He's coming off the last week being named OCAA Player of the Week. He sits 2nd in the league, averaging 4.3 points per set. And again, his 135.5 overall points on the season also have him in 2nd place for overall points. And again, he is also 2nd in the league in kills per set with 3.79 points. So not only is he scoring a lot, but he's also scoring with power, Nick, as majority of his points are coming off the kill.
Well, that's the point. You always have that one powerhouse on your team that is going to really take control and say, you know what, I know I'm good, we know we're good, set me, we'll get the points. And that is exactly what number 15, Nathan Murdoch, is to this Humber Hawks side. He's a powerhouse. Most sets will be going to him, and he's going to get over that ball and just hit it, and with every time getting a kill for a point for Humber.
Murdoch has been a power horse, but so far lately, the past couple of weeks, this Hawks team has been a power horse. As like I said, they come in with a 6-2 record, currently a 3-way tie for 3rd place in the Western Conference, but they're also riding a current. They've won currently 3 games in a row. So this is a team they're hot right now. And anytime you're hot going into the Christmas break, we talked about this with the women's program, Nick, the importance of wanting to win the last game before the Christmas break.
That is the importance, because not just that, I mean, the Humber Hawks women's, they're in 1st place. The men's, they're tied for 3rd, and they technically sit, I believe, 5th in the actual standings. So, I mean, the importance to get another win, get 4 in a row, go into the Christmas break with a 7-2 record, as they will be tied with Mohawk. It's the confidence booster will be up. The team morale will be gelling together more, and they'll be getting into a good mood going into the Christmas holiday.
And so this Wayne Wilkins-led Humber Hawks team set to get underway here. It's going to be leading off. The game will start just momentarily here. It's going to be the Hawks leading off. Number 5, Simon Smith, the setter. Get the first serve of the game. And we saw it in the women's game, Nick, the importance of, the momentum in volleyball, getting points quickly and early.
Yeah, you have to get the points on the board early, especially the Humber Hawks powerhouse, as they just did right there, getting a point off the block. I mean, the importance, get an early lead, close the set off, and go into the second set, right?
Getting the points early, that was Stefan Yakimovic, the middle, 6'7", second year with the program, with a big block there. Tough to get the ball up over him when he's on the net. Quick set there. Big dig there. Big spike by number 4, Patrick Beaulieu, the setter for this Vipers team. And there we've seen some power early from this Vipers team.
The power is the importance. I mean, the power is what's going to get you hits unless big defense dig, as that one is right there. They came up, big hit. And the power of both teams, obviously, I mean, as you can see here, a little bit more than the women's, both sides, Boreal and Humber. So the power is going to come to effect in this match. That's 100% guaranteed.
Jukmanovic with the big kill there on that rally here. Hawks lead by a score of 2-1. Serve in play, going to be a free ball coming off the back line. Good dig by the libero, sets up on the near side. That spike will just go out of play. Spike by Hayden McIntyre.
So clearly we've seen early on, number 17, Stefan Vukmanovic. He's a big, tall, powerhouse hitter here, and he really wants to get on the board early with a few nice hits from Vukmanovic.
Stefan Jukmanovic on the board again. Another spike there. And so early on, with the Hawks leading the Boreal Vipers by a score of 3-2. Jukmanovic set back to spike again. Service in play. Far side, good ball movement there. Set for unable to handle the hard spike by Nathan Murdoch, the reigning OCAA Player of the Week. And there we saw him early on. He's first action into the game, Nick.
7 matches in, I've said it, 106 kills. That's another kill for him, 107. He is absolutely on fire this season, and he wants to keep on going as Humber gets another point there.
As that number 5 for the Vipers, Clayton Geddes, his volley goes long. Hawks lead by a score of 5-2. Jukmanovic to serve. Point awarded here to the Hawks, is going to call a double touch on number 10, Tyler Ansel. One of the case, Nick, where it just hit him twice on the bump there.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be sure of how you're approaching a serve. They usually call it serve receive. You got to get low. But then if you change up into the volley, and if you're already set up in the bump pass, that's going to mess you up, and it's going to go 1-2 off both hands. That's 2 touch. That's a good call by the official.
Serve from Vukmanovic went long. Point awarded to the Vipers. That serve again looked like it might have been going out. Tough for number 16, Clayton Blanchette, to hold himself back there. Instincts told him to hit the ball, and so point awarded to the Vipers. 6-4 lead for the Hawks here. Good serve. Free ball coming over the net for the Hawks. Quick set here, set to the far side. Unable to get the ball over the net as that set just drifted a little long. Christian Main unable to get the timing over the net there. And so it'll be Murdoch set to take the serve for the Hawks. Big high serve from Murdoch, but that goes just 2 or 3 feet long.
Wow, let me tell you, Everett, he really got high there on that jump serve. He got over it. It just dipped a little bit too late. But wow, if you're watching here on the Humber Hawks YouTube channel, he got high, number 15, Nathan Murdoch.
Service error for the Hawks, followed up by another service error by the Vipers. That was Alan Waugh. His serve went into the net, and so the Hawks lead by a score of 8-5. Serve coming long, and so we've seen 3 service errors in a row, Nick, all going long for both teams.
Well, not just that. I mean, service errors happen, 3 in a row, both teams. Yeah, it's, unfortunate, but actually the players on Boreal, they have a good eye. Sometimes they're not even calling it out, and their eye to see the court awareness of where the ball's going to land, that's really good for them.
Good rally here going. Nice there. Nice kill from number 4, Jordan Darlington. Couple of earlier on in that play, Murdoch with a big, powerful spike, but great dig by the Vipers, number 8, Alan Waugh, to keep the rally alive. And so number 4, Jordan Darlington, going to take the serve here. Light serve.
Well, that's a good serve.
Good placement on the serve, Nick, for that one.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, you don't have to power. You don't have to give the power on the serve all the time. But if you notice, who did he give that to? The libero, the green jersey libero. Get him for the touch first. Give it down. He got that serve out, but that first serve there was a nice little hanging dipper. Soon as right in front of the libero, you want to get him out of the play because he's basically should be the best passer on the team.
And so Hawks lead by a score of 10-7 here. Service there, quick set. Good placement there by Vukmanovic. The far right corner gets it in play, 11-7 lead.
Well, you know what? There, he actually fanned on that. If you look at it, good placement. He wanted the placement the whole time, but Stefan Vukmanovic there, he fanned on it. But you know what? Benefit of the Humber Hawks with a point.
Another floater serve by the Hawks. That kill attempt by number 10 Tyler Ansel of the Vipers goes long, and so the Hawks lead by a score of 12-7 here in the first set.
Good quarter winners there now from Humber as they fanned on some hits, fanned on some serves, but now they're looks like they're settling down into their great successful play that they always have done so far this season.
Free ball coming over the net for the Hawks. Try to take advantage of it here. We've seen it. Nice spike again there by Patrick Beaulieu. Second time of the game we've seen the power arm of Beaulieu.
He has power. Let me tell you, he has power. Any position looks like he is going to be on the floor, on the court. He can hit that ball, that's for sure. With that jump serve now, the power is for real for Beaulieu.
A power again, that powerful serve being answered by the power of Murdoch as his spike there, and unable to bring the ball back over the net are the Vipers. And so it's now a 13-8 lead for the Hawks.
That was number 16, Justin Severin. He couldn't really get that little tip attempt in, and now service for the Humber Hawks.
Serve by Clayton Blanchette, fumbled a little bit on the back line by the Vipers. Brings it back over. Quick set here for Vukmanovic. He just tips it over the net. And now the Vipers answer by a nice kill there by Alan Waugh. Trim this lead to 4, 13-9 Hawks lead.
The 1-8 Boreal Vipers, they're showing they can play. Remember, never say never. Anybody can beat anybody. It's a round ball. But the Boreal Vipers here.
Point awarded to the Vipers here by a net violation. And so this Hawks lead is 13-10.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, Humber, like we said earlier in the women's varsity game, obviously the men here, Boreal men, they're earning more points. But Humber Hawks giving them some points too so far in the early goings of this match.
Good block there by the Vipers. Keep this rally alive, but again responded. The big block by Murdoch. And that will fall in. The official's going to bring the back line judge in for some clarification here, as that was a tight play on the line, Nick.
It looked like a tight play. It looked like it was actually a block from Humber, but the block went out. Let's see what the official calls it. It is Boreal's point. So that's 13-11. Humber. Boreal went on a 4-point streak here, and Humber Hawk looking a little bit worried, to say the least.
A little bit. Justin Sabrin puts the ball in play here. Set again, sets up Murdoch, and the big man with the big kill to try and stop the bleeding here, as now the lead is 14-11.
Good night, Charlie. Holy jumping. What a kill from Nathan Murdoch. He got high, he got over the ball, and he absolutely smashed it down.
Vukmanovic with the serve. Quick set, but a little bit of miscommunication there at the net by the Vipers. And that'll just float over the net and out of play. Point awarded to the Hawks, 15-11 lead.
Stefan Vukmanovic now serving it up.
Good serve again. A little bit of miscommunication on the back line between the libero. That's number 2, Martelli, and number 10, Tyler Ansel. Results in a 5-point lead here now for the Hawks.
The Hawks are pulling away a little bit slowly here, but that's exactly what they want to do with the Vukmanovic serve.
Vukmanovic goes right at the back line again. Big block by the 2 there. Nathan Murdoch.
And Jordan Darlington up with him side by side. The 2 tall front men blockers doing their duty, doing their job, getting the block and the point for their Hawks.
Vukmanovic's serve goes into the net, and so the lead now is set at 17-12 in favor of the Hawks here.
You know what, Vukmanovic is just so tall that ball, that when he throws it up to hit it with his hand to get the serve over, he's got to make sure the right height is on that ball, or else it's going to be into the net every single time.
Good serve by Ansel at the back line, but again, nice setup there, nice attempt. Good defense by the dig, another back line, but another block by Jordan Darlington.
Oh, he got high. Oh, did he ever. Big block by Darlington.
You know, Nick, we talked about it in warm-ups, watching the 2 teams warm up, and even if you're just looking here at the parity, the Humber definitely, overall team size is definitely in favor of Humber, and so far we're definitely seeing that at the net play.
Well, I mean, as you said, the Humber Hawks have 6'3", 6'4", 6'5", 6'9" players, 6'6", 6'7". Meanwhile, you got the Boreal with 5'9", 5'10", 5'8". I mean, they got a few 6s, but the height advantage definitely goes to Humber. And you know what? In the case of getting high and spiking it down, Humber's going to win that contest almost every single time.
Serve it back into play. Quick set by the Vipers, but that will go out of play as Clayton Geddes was eyeing the back right corner, but just out of play there. 19-12 is the lead for the Hawks.
Humber needs 6 more points off the service now.
Try and get another one here. Sent on the far side. Another good block by the Hawks. They're going to call that with a lift. And so 20-12, but again, another block, Nick, at the net by this Humber Hawks team.
Yeah, you know what? Word starts with a T. It's called timing. This Humber Hawk team at the front line for the blockers, they have perfect timing, and I'm sure that's evidence with great coaching. But the timing there, another one, a free ball basically from the back line hit that was coming from Ansel. I mean, they got up again. That's supposed to be a free ball. You step back, you play it, bump it, spike, set, spike. They get up in the block again, and they block that one. They have good timing, and they know how to block as Humber extends their lead here, and they're looking sharp in the first set.
And so we'll have a timeout called by the Vipers head coach, Chris Halden. It's Halden's first year as head coach of this Vipers volleyball program, and he's trying to, at 21-12, you know, his message to his team in this timeout is early on in this first set, this Vipers team was hanging right around. They had a lead at one point, trimmed the lead to 2 or 3 points. But again, we talked about it in the women's game. That volleyball is such a game of momentum, and the momentum generated off of these big blocks that this Humber Hawks team has had at the net, Nick.
Well, you know what? Not just that. I mean, when you get a big hit, when you get a big block, that pumps up your team because it's only 25 points to win one set. Every point counts. I'm sure like every goal counts in hockey, every basket counts in basketball, but every point counts in volleyball. And when they get a block, that's a momentum swing. They come down after that block, they yell, they cheer, and they just get back together with their team in the huddle. So with a big spike, a big kill, that's the momentum shifts, and Humber is doing a great job controlling the momentum right now, early going in this first set in this match. And
so coming out of the timeout, the Hawks lead the Vipers by a score of 21-12. It's going to be number 11. Galdamez puts the ball in play. Floater serve.
That's a good serve.
Quick set again. A little bit of miscommunication at the net. The timing a little bit off there by the Vipers trying to set up Clayton Geddes for the quick spike.
You know what? That one there, we call it I played high school volleyball, we call that a lollipop serve. A nice little lollipop right where the attack line is. Again, another one there. You get it low. Look at the miscommunication. I mean, that's not even a proper hit. That's 2 great serves. Miscommunication on the Humber side also. That's lucky for Boreal, but those 2 serves were great spots. Well done from the server in Rafael Galdamez.
You know, they'll take it any way they can get, as there's no room for description on the scorecard, so it doesn't matter how you get the points as long as you get them.
That's the importance.
Ball flipped over the net. Again, trying to set up.
Even on that one, he got a little tip there.
Good rally here going here as the two teams try and set up the big power arm, and it just goes wide. But again, you really seen it early on in this first set that all of their big offensive plays will try and go through the big man, Patrick Beaulieu, the setter.
Humber Hawks have a 10-point lead now, 23-13. 2 more to get this first set. Humber Hawks are showing their powerhouse hitters. They're showing their power discipline volleyball right now, and that's evident to, I'm sure, great coaching.
And so Hayden McIntyre sets the ball nice, as that will get just over the net and drop down, and it's going to be in play. Point awarded to the Vipers. 23-14 is the score.
That was a lucky point there, to say the least, for Boreal. I mean, yeah, they put it over the net. They weren't even thinking of putting it over the net there, but it went over, hit the Humber Hawk player on their own side, and point for the Vipers.
Set night. Big hit there by number 16, Clayton Blanchette, the 6'6", first year out of St. Catharines, Ontario. And so the Hawks are just 1 point away from winning the first set here. But that'll go the serve into the net by Darlington.
People may not understand the importance. Yeah, you might say get the ball over, get a point, but timing is very important in volleyball. And let me tell you, these Humber Hawks players, as they're getting up high, as they are again there, almost got a point, their timing is key.
Again, the big block there by number 16, Blanchette. And that'll do it for one set. The final score after one set here, Hawks 25, Boreal 15.
Big win for the Humber Hawks on that first set. You never know what can happen, but you know what? These young men, they can get high. Murdoch, Blanchette, Darlington, Vukmanovic. Those gentlemen can get high, and certainly they did in that first set, and I'm sure they will continue to do so. But Humber Hawks, they are showing their dominance. Yeah, they are sitting tied for third, placed in fifth, but this could be a first-place team here.
The Hawks, like you said, dominated the net play, but this Vipers team does possess some offensive power, as we saw it a couple of times in the first set. Patrick Beaulieu, the setter, really with that power, not even off the net. He's had some spikes where he's come off the back row to try and get the ball in play here.
Well, you know what? You got to switch it up, right? You can't always go right to up against the net, front court, because then it gets repetitive and redundant. Pass, set, spike, either or hit kill on the offside position or on the power position, or even a little quick set up the middle. You got to try to go backcourt, get that big Beaulieu, because he can hit. Number 4, Patrick Beaulieu, he can hit. Feed him in the backcourt. Ace dangerous. Too bad there's not enough Beaulieus on this Boreal side.
No, like you said, only one of him, and so they're trying to get a well-balanced offense in this second set to try and not get their backs against the wall so far, as they've they won their first game of the year, the Vipers team, but after that they've lost 8 straight and currently sit in second last, only behind Cambrian, who has yet to win a game so far this year. But they've played well. They had some good rallies in the first set, but if you're Humber Hawks have just done so many things well in that first set. The net play was definitely, the blocks were there, the spikes were there, the kills were there, the digs were there, even the serves, couple of errors on the serves. But
well, speaking of the kills, Nathan Murdoch, 3 kills in that first set, along with Stefan Vukmanovic and Blanchette. So clearly that is your 3 up front for the Humber Hawks, who are really going to give you the kills. Darlington got 1 in, but looks like those guys are the ones. And really only 3 kills in total for the Boreal side. Beaulieu 2 and Wall 1. So you know what? It's evident to see who is the more dominant team here. And Humber Hawks, they're showing it.
And they'll try and continue to show it as we're just about ready to start the second set. And to start the second set, we're going to have officials just checking their scorecards, see the appropriate players are on the court, starting 6. And it's going to be the Vipers going to get things started over here in the second set.
Humber Hawks need to continue their dominance here on the other side of the court now. They have to pass up, serve, receive, volley, set. They got to keep on doing that. Yes, they lost the point there with 4 hits off the net, but they got to continue to show their dominance here and get some points and close this set up early.
That was Clayton Blanchette, put the spike attempt into the net. And he'll get another opportunity here, but that one will go long. And early on, the energy, the Vipers bench here trying to motivate their team as they lead here in the second set early, 2-0.
Humber's just too powerful. I don't even think they know their own strength.
Nice quick misdirection there by number 5, Simon Smith. Good misdirection play there at the net.
Yeah, you know what? That's smart. A setter, like I said earlier, plays get redundant, plays get repetitive. Always pass up, set, hit, kill. Now a little tip. Yeah, you can't do that often because now they're going to know. But that was a good little misdirection tip there by the setter.
Nice pass, set, spike for Christian Main of the Vipers, and the score leads in the second set. 3-1 lead here for the Vipers. Big high serve. Going to be set, but a nice block there by Mann. But they're going to be called net violation against the Vipers. And so point awarded to the Hawks. And they trail by a score of 3-2 here.
Boreal has the lead. First time in this match. Humber's got to do something about that. Get the serves in. Let's start passing up.
Clayton Blanchette with the serve as they set. That spike attempt goes wide from number 14 for the Vipers. Blanchette set to serve for the Hawks. Nice get by the libero there on that play. Set, nice dig there by Beaulieu, sorry. And that goes out of play. Unable to corral that play was Simon Smith. And so Boreal leads by a score of 4-3 here in the second set.
These Vipers are showing that they are here to compete right now. They don't want to get blown out.
Number 6 here. It's going to be Christian Main putting the ball in play. Nice kill there by Kevin McIntyre. And to tie this game up here at 4 apiece.
Yeah, that's a big point. That's a big point. You don't want to even give 2 points up just in case that, 5-3, that would have been bad. Yeah, it's only 2 points, but like you're saying, the swings very quickly in the volleyball.
Free ball over the net by the Vipers.
That wasn't a great set there.
Net violation called against the Hawks on number 4, Jordan Darlington. And so the point will be awarded to the Vipers. 5-4 lead for the Vipers here.
The Hawks have to get a little bit organized right now. They're a little bit lackadaisical, to say the least, on their side when they have serve receive. Like I said right there, they have to try to get this over, and they cannot.
A swinging.
Messy right now.
That was Clayton Blanchette. Tried to get the last stitch effort, swing the ball over the net, but unable to do so. 6-4 lead here. Another lift called, and you really can sense the body language so far of the players on the Hawks team against, this Vipers team seems energized here in the second set, Nick.
You know what? Number 7, the libero wearing white, Michael Madsen. He's got to step back, put your arms together, and bump it like that one right there. I mean, he's can't volley it when it's already down low towards your stomach area. You got to bump that and set it up.
Keeping the play alive for this Vipers team again, just getting it just over the net. Another point called as another net violation called against the Hawks. And so now they trail by a score of 8-4 here in this second set.
Humber Hawks need to stop the bleeding right now. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They got to get this point right here.
Trying keeping things alive there. The libero sets it up for Darlington. Darlington with the kill. Jordan Darlington stops the bleeding, trims the lead to 8-5, and gets the serve back for the Hawks.
That's a big point. They got to get their momentum swing back. They got to start really. Their offense is there. Their defense is just there. And right there, giving that point away. Just get it over the net. Play some volleyball. Simple, right? Pass, receive. Get it over the net. Hit. And they're down 4 points again.
You know, the importance of getting the serve in and trying to rely on your defense and your defensive strategies to win the points that way.
Yeah, these passes aren't even great right now.
Darlington with the back row spike into the net. And so the lead here in the second set is Boreal Vipers lead the Humber Hawks by a score of 10-5.
Yeah, they got the Hawks have to settle down. Play some simple pass-up volleyball.
Alan Waugh with the serve for the Vipers. And again, free ball over the net here for the Vipers. Sets up the powerful Beaulieu, and that slams it down. With the powerful timeout here called by Wayne Wilkins, head coach of the Hawks, to try and get his message across to his team as they trail 11-5 here in this second set, Nick.
You know what? It's a good timeout. I think it should have came earlier. I think it should have came when they were down even 2 points. Because, you know what? Like you said, the momentum swing. As soon as you see them losing the momentum, losing their mind as the body language is when they lose a point, you should call that 2, 3 points, not 6 points now, as that's the gap is 11-5 Boreal Vipers. Good timeout. I think it came a little bit too late, but now the coach is probably just saying, you know what, not even technical stuff. Relax, boys. We're a good team. You know you're good. Pass up. When you're serving Boreal, get low. Athletic position. Pass up. Bend your knees. Serve, receive. Get low. Pass it up to the setter. Setter either tips it or sets middle. Quick set, offside or power. Very simple technical volleyball. That's all the Humber Hawks need to do to get back to the set.
Coming out of the timeout, you can see and feel and hear the energy of this Vipers team as it's all smiles and all positive energy. Whereas now the service is for the Vipers. Alan Waugh going to see if he can't keep this momentum going for the Vipers team. Right to libero, quick set, but nice dig by Waugh. Keeping it in play is Roberts, and unable to just get the ball over the net there was the libero, number 2, Adam Martilli.
I see the head coach here for the Humber Hawks, Wayne Wilkins. He's saying hand motion, like, guys, you've got to start talking. Who's getting the ball? Who's making the pass? Who's setting? Who's doing what? They got to start talking, and the communication on the court's not there right now.
Setting it up for Beaulieu, but good block there to get part of it was the net. Good dig at the net by the Vipers. Good back and forth rally we have here going. Sets up Beaulieu again! Just out.
That was a good rally. Wow, was that ever? Just dig, hit. Humber, in my opinion, deserves that point there. But good defensive digs from the Viper side.
Absolutely, and so it's going to be number 12, Hayden McIntyre. Set to put the ball in play as the Hawks trail the Vipers by a score of 11-7 here. And that's something like one of those plays like that, a service error on the return by this Vipers team is something that this Hawks team needs at this point.
Well, you know what, number 8 there, Alan Waugh for the Vipers. Missed that pass there. I see he gets a good pass revenge there. But there's the Humber block. And they earn another point. Now they cut the lead to 2, 11-9. And they're slowly coming back.
There's the towering duo of Blanchette and Vukmanovic at the net for the Hawks, getting the block on that last point. And now they trail by a score of 11-9, chipping away at this lead. Beaulieu. A little bit off, out of position there with that attempted spike. Just couldn't get the angle to get the ball back over the net.
And now, as you see the Boreal Vipers have called a timeout. The Humber Hawks are finally saying, guys, enough's enough. We got to get back in this game. We got to start getting our points. Get your hits on. Get up, get those blocks. And they're doing it. They're only down 1 now. It's a brand new volleyball game.
And there we see the importance, not of this timeout, but coming out of the last timeout that Wilkins called. They were down by 5 or 6 points after the last timeout. And now coming into this timeout, they've chipped away at the lead, and like you said, only down 1. And so this is a big moment in this game as the momentum has shifted this last 5 or 6 points.
Well, the momentum shift is the importance as we continue to digress about it. You've got to get your points. You've got to get up there, get your blocks, get your swings. Pass up, that's the key. Without a clean pass off the serve, you're not going anywhere. Because then you're just going to give them a free ball and giving them nothing, or giving them a clean point. So now the momentum swing is with the Hawks. And the Humber Hawks need to start going here and get that point back and take the lead. Tie it up then.
You know, if there's one thing that head coach Wayne Wilkins knows, he would definitely know the ins and outs of the game of volleyball, as he has been with this Humber Hawks program. This is his 22nd year as head coach of the program, Nick. So he knows his way. He knows kind of how to read his team and how to, you know, when to call a timeout and when to not to. And we've definitely seen it there in that set.
Well, timeout, opportune times. Vukmanovic there got another block up. It's a tie volleyball set here, 11 points each. And 22 years, let me tell you, that's an achievement in itself.
Quick set there, tried to just flip it over the net there, but right there, you're not going to just flip anything over this Humber Hawks team up at the net.
Oh, that's for sure. Look who's up there right now. Vukmanovic just in itself. He's an absolute powerhouse. And they get a block off that tip, and now they took the lead again. Tie game, but
there's the big man for the Vipers, Boreal. He puts another kill down and ties this game up at 12 apiece here in this second set. Humber won the first set. They lead the sets 1-0 here. That serve just ate up Clayton Blanchette. And so it's 13-12 lead for the Vipers.
Yeah, Blanchette is a very big guy. He can kill that ball off of hit, but he's got to step back and serve, receive, and pass it up.
Serves up to Blanchette. Again, that will net violation called against the Vipers. Ties this game up at 13. Coming into the game is Stefanuk for the Hawks. Serve from Vukmanovic just gets over. The spike attempt from Blanchette, that goes just wide, and so it is now this back and forth game in the second set, Nick, as it's now a 1-point lead, 14-13 for the Vipers.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a back and forth set for the rest of this set here until we hit 25. Very good point from Blanchette for the Hawks. Yeah, it's going to be back and forth here.
Heads up play by Blanchette to tie this game up at 14. Simon Smith puts the serve right at. Trying to just flip it over the net quick set there, but Christian Main, his play goes long. The Hawks now lead 15-14.
You got to carry that point with that momentum now and take advantage of this, extend this lead, and close out this set.
Tries to set up Boreal, and it sets it up. They got the block, but not all of it. And so it'll be the Vipers' point. And really, this Vipers team, Nick, really feeds off of these big, powerful serves and points, as there's Boreal with another service ace.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, they really, as they know, they are sitting in last place right now. I mean, 1-8 record. So they know every point counts, and that's another absolutely brilliant serve from Boreal, and this team feeds off the momentum, that's for sure.
Good rally going here as now the free ball coming over the net. Vipers elect to just put it back over to Blanchette, but there's Beaulieu with a big dig. Sets it. Another point awarded here.
You know what? Everett Beaulieu is clearly the best player or the most confident player on this team. It's basically he's the catalyst. Everything's going to him. It's like the ball finds him on the court.
He really is the heart that makes this Vipers offense tick. Big block there at the net by Robertson. Sets it up at the far side. Good dig by the libero. Free ball coming over the net, but unable to get that over the net was number 16, Clayton Blanchette. And another lead change as now it's 17-16 lead here for the Vipers. Christian Main with the floater serve over the net. Quick set there for number 14, Alex Stefanuk, to tie this game up at 17.
You get cut. Tension with a knife in this gym right now at Humber College North Campus in Toronto. The Humber Hawks, 17 apiece.
Stefanuk. It's the ball in play here. Again, they're going to call a lift there. Double hit there against the Vipers. And we may be sitting down, Nick, but I feel like we're on a teeter-totter with the leads going back and forth and back and forth.
I agree with you 100%. It's crazy. Humber Hawks take the lead here. Now they need to get the momentum and get this 2-point gap.
Free ball coming over the net. Back row spike. Kept alive here as Beaulieu. He'll just volley it over the net. Quick set there, but unable to get all of it was number 2, Adam Martelli. And it is 19-17. The Hawks have opened up a slim 2-point lead.
That's what they needed. That's exactly what they needed. Now they got the momentum. They know they have a little wiggle room. Not much, let me tell you. So if they get a point here, then it's dangerous.
Stefanuk, that serve ate up Beaulieu. Lift call, and it's going to be a 3-point lead here as going into the timeout called by the Vipers. It is the Hawks leading by a score of 20-17 in this second set.
That is a big lead indeed. You know, we think it's not. 3 points. That's not a big lead in volleyball. Points go back and forth like crazy. But since there's only 5 points left to win this set, that's a big momentum booster. And Humber Hawks just need to do some little work here.
And
their serve, pass it up, set, spike, get a point, you'll win this set, no problem.
And as close as this second set has been, as it has either been tied or a 1-point lead for either team back and forth for the entirety of this second set. A 3-point lead now is huge. And so another opportune timeout here called by this time was by Chris Holden, trying to get his team in, and the message that you can definitely tell is just, you know, hey, let's just keep focused. Do the things that we've been doing well so far in this second set, which is, again, the great service game from this Vipers, as well as the great offense, which has definitely been everything has been going through Patrick Beaulieu.
And you're right, I was just going to say that. I think, honestly, their best chance to get back in this set and even win it, give the ball to Beaulieu. On the offense, give it to him as much as possible. You don't want to get repetitive because the Humber Hawks will block it every time.
Not only on the offense, but Beaulieu has been a force defensively. He's made great digs for his team.
100%. He's been all over the court.
Free ball coming over the net.
This is big.
Quick tip there at the net by the Hawks. Back set there.
I got it.
That'll go just long, just wide by Chartrand. And so now it's a 4-point lead, 21-17 here in the second set.
Yeah, they needed that. This looks like the momentum has swung with the Hawks and 4 points to close in the second set out. Being worried at the early going of this set, that's for sure, by the great resilient effort from the Boreal Vipers.
There, we talked about it. Just give the ball to Beaulieu. They did. They tried to set him coming out of the backcourt, but that spike went just long. And so now These Hawks opened up a 5-point lead, just 3 points away from winning the second set, leading 22-17. That little service error, very uncharacteristic of Stefanuk, and so that gives the ball right back to the Vipers.
Yeah, I don't know what he was kind of doing there as the head coach and him have a little giggle as he exits the court, but a little rainbow tip serve. I don't even know how to call that one. That was weird, but they got the point back now.
Just like that, now the lead trimmed down to 4 points, 22-18 lead for this Hawks team. And so the referee was going to call for get some confirmation here from the back line judge. Point awarded. That point's going to be awarded to the Vipers, and so now the score is 22-19. Don't go anywhere. This Vipers team is fighting, chipping away.
3 points, that's all they need. And Humber only needs 3 points too also to get the set. Good set there.
Serve set is good block at the net, and point awarded to the Vipers. 22-10. This Vipers team relentless. They're not going away here in this second set.
Yeah, Humber's has the lead now, 22-20. 2 points. I mean, this is dangerous.
Quick set, nice dig by the libero, keeping things alive. Free ball coming over the net. Another free ball coming over the net here for the Vipers. Big opportunity, nice block of the net there by the Hawks and Vukmanovic. And stops the bleeding here. Now 23-20 lead for the Hawks.
Humber needs some good service here. Looks like number 6 is entering the match.
Coming into the game and is serving for your Humber Hawks, number 6,
Christian Trio. Trying to close off this set here. Second set victory for the Hawks. That serve was right at Beaulieu, but Beaulieu just unable to find his setter there as the ball drops, and now the Hawks are 1 point away from a second set victory, leading 24-20.
You know who we haven't seen in this set? Leading kill hit Nathan Murdoch. He has not touched the floor in the second set. Maybe give him a break. And I guess if they win with 1 more point, it doesn't really matter, does it? Which they did.
That spike attempt by number 14, Chartrand, that goes wide. And so the Hawks lead the second set. They win the second set by a score of 25-20, Nick, in a set that was multiple lead changes. It was tied or 1 point, 2 point lead swings, but the Hawks able to focus right at the end of the set when things got close and come away with the win.
Yeah, you know what? That's exactly what they need to do. They have to feed their big men, their big boys at the top. And just think they didn't have Nathan Murdoch, so clearly they are the better team. Clearly they're a powerhouse team rather than these Boreal Vipers. But looks like they just have 1 more set. I think they continue to play the Humber Hawk way. They'll get the victory and go all the way.
That's what they need to do, is come out and maybe just simplify things in the second set, because this is a Vipers team that we've seen it, that if they just stay alive, they kind of just stick around, stay within 1-2 points. Hey, volleyball's, again, we've talked about it all afternoon, a game of momentum where they get, one service error by the Hawks or 1 change of possession, and then just like that, this is a Vipers team that they can rattle off 2-3 points in a row and get a lead.
Yeah. Well, volleyball's a funny game. I mean, momentum swings are important. Strategic hitting is important, and court awareness is important. And Humber Hawks have all of that, and they're continuing to show their power without even Nathan Murdoch that second set, and they continue what they're doing. This is going to be a quick third set, that's for sure.
Hopefully, yeah, you'd have to think that head coach Wayne Wilkins wants to get the big man Murdoch into the game. Hopefully he's no type of injury or anything that's keeping him out of that game, but
as we see here with 4 kills, Vukmanovic has come up in this second set. And Darlington adding to it for Low Murdoch and Blanchett still up there. Just an overall really, I mean, of course the smaller guys on the court aren't going to get the big hits, but a variety of guys, really, not just one or two. We've got 5 or 6, 7 guys who can really hit in this Hawks team.
In that second set, we talked about how all things seem to be going through Boreal, and that's really a case in the stats, as Boreal had 5 kills in 15 total attempts. The next closest person on the team with attempts is Kyle Chartrand, so it really is a little bit one-dimensional, Nick, and everything seems to be going through Boreal.
Well, that's what we both said the same thing. Almost the same thing. Patrick Boreal is his team. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's Patrick Boreal, and it's unfortunate to say, but can you imagine if they didn't have him on the team? Who knows where?
And so,
would be.
just about ready to get things underway here in this third set. Hawks lead 2-0 here. It's what could be
serving to start off the third set for the Humber Hawks, number 11,
Galdemez lead things off serving for the Hawks. Goes a little floater serve just over the net. Lift double hit called against the Vipers. So the first point of the set. Again with a floater serve, just tried to set up Boreal on a back set, but all Boreal could do was punch at the ball and get that over the net, but that punch went long.
Yeah, it was a bad set there. Boreal can't do everything, you know. So the Humber Hawks have an early 2-0 lead here in this third and final set. If indeed it is a final set, as they get another point, tip block, 3-0 Hawks. The momentum has swung defensively here, and Humber Hawks just need to do a little bit more damage, and this one will be done really quick.
Galdemez with another serve here. He's served well to start this third set. Setting up the big man, number 16, Alex Blanchette, put a little bit extra on that one. And so the Hawks lead by a score of 4-0.
The American Thanksgiving was Thursday, but let me tell you, he just served up some turkey there. He absolutely nailed that Blanchette. Wow.
That point just gets in, and so Boreal is on the board here in this third set, trailing by a score of 4-1.
Yeah, that one, actually the ball did squeak out, but it was a tip off the block. So that's an ace there from Boreal, and you know what I mean? They're getting the chances from Boreal. That's all they really got offensively.
Big, powerful serve from Boreal, finds the back left corner. Try and do it again. That one, can't try a little bit too much there. Serve went into the net here, 5-2 lead for this Hawks team. Again, setting it. Net violation called against the Hawks. Point awarded to the Vipers. 5-3 lead. So now the lead is down to 2 here.
Yeah, the Vipers, yeah, they are sitting in last in the standings, 1-8. But you know what? They have some promises at the end of the point there. They show if they really want to and get their act together, they can actually play some good volleyball.
Definitely a quality team. Boreal Vipers, you get a number, talk about just need a little bit of luck, 1 or 2 bounces go their way. As another nice block at the net there by Maine, trying to keep the ball alive, and they did. Free ball. And that ball is long, and the Vipers have tied this game up here in the third set at 5 apiece.
Sloppy play there from the Humber Hawks offensively. They just got to set it up. Never mind hitting and killing it. Just set the ball up like this.
Set the ball up, they did. Another multiple errors we've seen so far in this third set by this Hawks team. has really given life to this Vipers team.
Yeah, like I said, however, I mean, these Vipers, if they want to play, they can play. Humber's just got to pass up and set the ball up now. Lucky there and getting the point off.
Serve by Geddes goes into the net. And so the score is tied at 6 here in this third set. Humber leading the sets 2-0 here. Tried to quick set, big block there by Alex Stefanuk.
That was good timing from him. He was also up with Darlington, but good block there from Stefanuk. But we still don't see Nathan Murdoch. He's still on the bench. Actually, he's on the bike there, just getting raised there. Yeah, it might be a weaker team than usually played against either Fanshawe or Sheridan. But why do you think he's on the bench right now?
It's tough to say, like you said. Hopefully, we hope it's nothing injury-wise, or if it is, maybe he is a little bit banged up. Head coach Wilkins doesn't, knowing that it is the last game of the regular season, not the regular season, before the Christmas break, don't want him to push anything, maybe injure anything further. Eventually, yeah, like we said, we don't know for sure, but if it is the case, you want to err on the side of caution with their next game not coming for over a month.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Big back set there coming, but net violation again. This is about the third or fourth net violation, and this is about the third or fourth point that this Hawks team is basically just given away.
I was just going to say that the Boreal, this third set, maybe the first or second set they earned some points, but this third set they're not earning much. I mean, Humber is just, they're playing Boreal's game. Boreal's not playing Humber's game right now.
Ball was out of play as it went just to the outside of the net there. And so the Hawks are now leading by a score of 9-8 here in this third set.
Good effort there from number 15, the setter in Jeremy Lashpael, but couldn't just get enough on it.
Tried to set up Beaulieu there, but just a little bit too far to the left. Unable to make an adjustment mid-jump was Beaulieu. And the Hawks now lead by a score of 10-8. Quick set try attempted there by Christian Main, but the ball just didn't get high enough over the net there, Nick.
Yeah, they're trying to feed other guys in, like you said, Christian Mian. But you know what? I mean, it seems like this team's just all Boreal. We got to be somewhat competitive in the OCAA, but Beaulieu just looks like he's the heart, the soul of this Viper team, and everything just goes through him. He's the catalyst on this side.
Hayden McIntyre with the service ace on that last serve. And again setting up Beaulieu and coming right by us. Good catch by in the first row by the statistician. And again, a good serve, good placement by Beaulieu on that spike, but just as well and most impressive was the dig by the Humber Hawks.
Yeah, they get down, they get low. Now they're finally starting to pass up.
Big spike there. Beaulieu kept it alive.
See, that's good. See how he didn't hit it back?
Nice block there by Beaulieu to trim this lead 12-10. And this bench erupts there as now they trail only by 2.
Yeah, rejuvenated Boreal side right now. Looking to get some points back in this set.
Weak serve. Tipped over the net. Again, setting up Beaulieu. The big man with the kill. 12-11 lead for the Hawks here.
The Hawks got to be careful. They got to stick to their game plan. Get down, serve, receive now. Pass up, set it, hit it. Simple. Yeah, it's easy to say from here, isn't it? But I mean, just as that, it's simple. They just got blocked it. Exactly what I said. They just did. Same thing, they got to pull it.
Alex Stefanuk with the kill to try and stop the bleeding here as he extends this lead here to 13-11 here in this third set.
That's all they got to do. If they pass up, they're fine. As soon as they pass up, they get an opportunity to hit. They're good to go. They only need 12 more points.
Unforced errors again. We talked about giving away free points, and that's again what just happened there as Darlington's serve goes right into the net. And now it's 13-12 lead for the Hawks. Missed opportunity there for the Vipers to capitalize as Jeremy LaChapelle's serve goes wide.
Looks like the Humber Hawks are making some switches here. LaChapelle's in. You see Treyu in, and you see Murdoch out, Darlington out, Vukmanovic out. So they're saying, you know what, let's show our depth on the bench and let's get this win on the bench.
Beaulieu does his best to keep the ball as he's spiked. Vukmanovic, he just gives a free ball over the net. Big spike coming on the other side, the far side. That's out of bounds. Net violation called. And so it's a 14-13 lead in this third set. Beaulieu's high towering serve goes long and wide. And the Hawks lead 15-13 here. A good, nice play there by number 14, Kyle Chartrand. What looked to be a bit of a broken play there, but Chartrand able to turn it into a point for the Vipers.
Yeah, he fixed that pass, that's for sure. He fixed it, just get it over, right? If you get it over, you have a chance of getting a point every single time.
Just get it over is what the Hawks did, but out of bounds.
The top stick there, that looks like it's out of bounds or not.
And things are all tied up at 15 apiece here in this third set. Nice serve there by number 5. Clayton Geddes with the service ace. As now Boreal has a 1-point lead here. Chartrand, that doesn't get over, hits the net, but it didn't get a block, so that's called 4 touches. And a point awarded here to the Hawks. Ties this game up at 16 apiece. Christian Trio now to serve for the Hawks.
Trio's going to get this over, keep it simple. Then pass receive, serve receive, get a point.
That's whatever he did, setting the far side to Chartrand. Getting up there was Darlington, Nick, but Darlington unable to get 2 hands on it there. Only one caused the deflection.
Need to get this point back. Serve, receive, pass out. Simple.
Unforced error there by the Vipers. Ties this third set up at 17. The serve from Stefanik, it goes long. And so now Boreal leads 18-17 here late in this third set. This is a type when if you're the Vipers, you want to just bear down and try and get these final 5-6 points and try and extend this game to another set. Big block by Beaulieu at the net. Another big block by Maine, but that block will go long and ties this game up at 18.
That's a big point for Humber. That was a really big point. If they go down, we got to be 19-17. Now it's deadlocked, all tied up at 18 points apiece. That's a big one for Humber.
18 points apiece, and the Hawks with serve here.
Coming into the game for the Humber Hawks, number 5,
Simon Smith, first-year setter, will come into the game here late in this third set.
Good serve.
Again, setting up Beaulieu, but big block by Simon Smith coming off the bench and being active in this first point in.
That was a big block by the center. I mean, perfect timing on Boreal, especially. Get that point, take the lead back in your home court, and finish it up. 6 points left to go.
Quick set there, but nice block by Darlington. Trying the back set. Darlington got the block, but he was just not right on the net, Nick, so the ball fall down.
Yeah, he has to get closer to the net. I mean, the block is there. They know they can block. They just got to get closer to the net. And straight up.
And so we are all squared here at 19 points apiece. As Justin Sabrin now to serve for the Vipers.
Tight one, tight one.
Lift called against number 5, Clayton Geddes. That will give the Hawks a 1-point lead here at 20-19.
Serving it up for Humber.
Big serve from Darlington.
Big jumper.
Big serve, big spike attempt by Beaulieu, but that goes long.
It looked like it could have got tipped there. But lucky for Humber, it didn't get tipped. And 21-19.
Serving for the Humber Hawks is number 17, Stefan Vukmanovic.
Stefan Vukmanovic will come into the game, try to serve it up. Serve it as this Hawks team leads by a score of 21-19 here in this third set. Up on the Vipers, 2-0 in sets. That ball will go wide, and now it's 22-19 lead for the Hawks.
3 more points in this series. You know what? They're doing well here. And, that's good for them right now.
Vukmanovic with the serve over. Sets up Beaulieu. Big block, though, by Stefan.
Serving is number 17, Stefan Vukmanovic.
Timeout called. Timeout called by Chris Holden in what would have to be a last-stitch effort to try and get the momentum back as they trail 23-19. Only 2 points left to give in the final third and deciding set. And so coming out of the timeout, this Hawks team just 2 points away from winning and winning their 4th straight, finishing off the 2015 calendar year with a win.
Yeah, that's all they need. They just got to stick to their game, serve it up, get the 2 points, and win this game. Win the match.
Serve from Vukmanovic, taken by Beaulieu. Free ball coming over the net. That goes long. And so now the Hawks are just 1 point away from victory here.
Serving is number 17, Stefan Vukmanovic.
Serve it up, simple volleyball, get the point. And you'll go 2 for 2 this weekend.
Big block by Beaulieu. Big spike by Beaulieu there to stay alive here, 24-20.
Serving is number 15, Jeremy.
Leave it to one of the most consistent players on your team to get a point and not lose this match right away.
And there it is, the big kill by the Hawks, number 16, Clayton Blanchette. That'll do it for the third set. The Hawks win 25-20 and win the game by a score of in 3 straight sets, winning their 4th straight game, finishing the year off with a win.
Yeah, that's huge for the Hawks. It's exactly what they needed. Both women's and men's varsity volleyball programs here at Humber College North Campus. They won both full matches this weekend, both against Cambridge last night, both against Boreal this afternoon, and they did their job and they did what they needed to do.
And so that'll do it for us here at Humber College. For a score, the Humber Hawks win the doubleheader. The women win, and now the men win. For Nick Fiorio, I'm Everett Hanmer. We'll see you next year.